Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Reactor, and this is Quinn. And today's article comes from WFLA.com and says, "Woman steals live lobster from Red Lobster tank after being asked to leave restaurant." So she was probably like in there saying she wants the lobster, and then they said no, we don't serve your kind. So she said fine. She took the lobster and left.
I think there's more to it than that. It doesn't even sound like she went in there to liberate lobsters. This was just a
part of the
freaky,
lobster liberation front.
It sounds like she just went in there for other reasons and then was like, "I'll just steal lobster on the way out," not thinking that this was going to make major headlines.
Yeah, why would you want a lobster?
People like us would be reporting about it, making this person more famous than they should be.
She's trying to get her 15 minutes. A woman told deputies she was blacked out drunk when she plucked a live lobster from a tank at a Red Lobster and ran out of the restaurant.
I've heard this story before, like a few weeks ago. Someone else did this.
Nuh-uh.
Is this becoming like a normal thing?
Saving lobsters?
I mean, it's a good idea, but where are you going to put them?
And it was... Oh, this is Florida, so she probably put it in the water.
Okay, yeah. You live in
Are there
Florida?
lobsters in Florida's waters? Or are they just crawfish or whatever?
Like it's got a better chance there, I think, than like a local pond.
Kimberly Gable, a 42-year-old transient transient?
Whoa,
is that homeless?
Is that a homeless person? Or
I think
what
so.
does that mean?
Or someone who moves a lot, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
I guess I'm a transient.
Yeah.
In St. Petersburg, was arrested Saturday on charges of disorderly intoxication and petite theft for causing a disturbance. Petty theft? Is that what they mean?
Is petite theft when you only take one thing?
I thought it was petty theft.
I did too.
Not petite.
But doesn't have an E on the end of it? That's just
petit.
That's petit. I don't even know.
Maybe it's a word I don't know. Theft for causing a disturbance in the Red Lobster at 6151 34 North something. What? Don't give me the address. I really don't care.
I'm not going there.
Yeah, what the fuck? At about 1:15 p.m. Saturday, Gable was asked to leave the restaurant after customers complained about her causing a disturbance. Deputies said she began cursing, then headed toward the exit and proceeded to reach into a water tank containing live lobster, grabbed a lobster, and ran out of the restaurant.
I'll be honest with you.
Why did they chase her? Why?
I know. And like, if you reach the only reason anyone's going to reach their arm in a lobster tank is because they have their claws taped.
Yeah.
If you're blackout drunk, do you really think you're going to even look at that? This person is brazen. They're just like, yeah, I'll just steal a lobster.
I mean, it's a living animal, if she hurt the animal, that's messed up. But they were going to boil it alive anyway. So are we really upset with her? I don't care what she did with it. What did she do? Throw it into the forest?
I mean, she did... I guess she did prove that the lobster security is bad at this restaurant.
Yeah, but so they're mad at her because they wanted to boil the lobster alive. I really don't have a problem with them.
I really don't think this
lobster.
Woman's motive was to free the lobsters. I think it's just
she's going to eat it raw in an alley
belligerent, drunk transient who thought, I'll just grab this thing because I want to get my hand wet because it has free bread.
No, I'm going to teach them. I'm going to steal something from them. But what do you steal from a restaurant? Bread rolls that are
huffing and puffing,
table?
Looking around like, I'll just take a lobster. Like, why?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with it?
And what did she do with it? Officers responding to the store found Gable a short distance later and detected the smell of alcohol in her breath. Gable denied knowing the crustacean's whereabouts and said she was blacked out drunk and did not care because she did not do anything wrong, the affidavit states. So do they have evidence that she stole this lobster?
And how do they know she was drunk when she stole the lobster?
I mean, no, but they have to have like video evidence, right, of her taking the lobster? I'm sure.
Yeah.
But if she didn't get caught with the lobster and they have no video evidence, there's no case against her.
It's true. This is just clearly one of those Red Lobster
hating homeless people.
Red Lobster has been they've been suffering for a long time
because they're garbage.
Yeah, the food's kind of crap,
uh-huh.
And this is the only way they can get ads out. And I do want to help them by talking about this hobo.
They hired this homeless lady to steal a lobster.
Right. They're like, look, we can't afford a regular ad campaign. We need you to bring some kind of ringer in here to make headlines.
Gable was arrested for disorderly intoxication. She was released from the Pinellas County Jail on a $100 bond. So, yeah, she wasn't even charged with taking the lobster.
And look, she's $100 that was probably paid by an off-the-books Red Lobster representative.
No, wait.
And bought her probably a bottle of box wine.
Isn't it like 10% that you have to pay? So if it was a $100 bond, it's $10 or something? I don't know how that works. Or was the $100 the 10%?
It was probably the $100 was the
It is
10%,
10%?
and like, because I mean, it was only one lobster,
And
you know.
I don't even understand why there is that 10% thing. Why, like, just tell me how much money you want me to give you. What's with this?
Red
10%?
Lobster corporate probably said, look, don't take more than one lobster, or your bond is going to be this much, and we are only
It's a
willing
felony.
to pay this much.
How much do they charge? If you, what does a lobster cost? Like $30 maybe, $20.
Yeah, I mean, take 5 of those, and you're looking at some probably,
felony charges.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
you're looking at
$300.
real serious jail time.
Police did not say whether they found the lobster. Well, they didn't,
Or they did,
and they ate it.
and they're like, you know what, guys? How many times do we confiscate a live lobster?
But you know,
take some pictures here.
The real issue here is not this homeless lady. It's that Red Lobster boils lobsters alive.
And
you
I
know,
think the real that's
that
the-
necessary?
That's really messed up.
And why? Like lobster doesn't even taste that good.
I've never
I don't think so.
had it. It just kind of looks gross and greasy and weird and spongy and rubbery.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It just looks like something you should leave at the bottom of the ocean and let it eat poop and stuff.
You know, roly-polies are crustaceans.
Oh, like that kid that ate it and got that disease?
No, that wasn't a roly-poly. That was a slug.
Oh, okay. Like a snail? Type
Yeah.
of...
That's
Okay.
what you're talking about. I'm talking about roly-polies, those little
Roll
beetle
up into balls.
Yeah, they're crustaceans.
Right. I don't think you can eat those either.
You could eat them. You could eat anything you want if you're brave enough. Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, everything is edible, even tree bark. I just wouldn't recommend it. Paper, it's all
Fibers.
undigestible fiber.
Sure.
It's all fiber. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, you have anything else you want to say?
I just think that this is a crazy stunt to drive people into Red Lobster.
For real.
And
you know what?
You know, last time I went there was a lot of hair in the food.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm sorry, if you're gonna put hair all over my food, at least make it the same person's hair. I had blonde hair, brown hair, black hair, small little squiggly hairs. I don't know where those
It's the
came
curly
from.
hairs that really creep you out, though.
You know,
You know, if I get like a long, like a 2-foot long hair, it's like, okay, whatever.
Right.
It's like rolled up into my pasta.
right? I hate
Like,
that.
no big deal. But if it's
You know?
the little 1-inch curly one, that's the one that freaks me
Actually,
out.
the little curly ones don't bother me as much. It's the ones that you have to use 2 hands to pull out
Out of your mouth and it never ends.
mouth. Is this ever gonna end?
Stuck in your teeth.
Screw Red
Flossing with it.
Lobster. Don't trust them. Never have. I don't think they're passionate about cooking my food, which makes me very dispassionate.
I don't know.
Unpassionate about their food.
You know what else? You know what else? Like, what makes them think it's okay to boil a lobster alive, but not a chicken?
Right.
You know, like boiling animals alive should be illegal. I
Well,
don't care. No, it doesn't matter
I think
what
they've
it is.
tried. I think the problem with boiling live chickens is that they're very loud and it would upset customers. There's no way to muffle.
Well, you put them underwater,
The screams of a chicken. Huh?
and they would die pretty quickly. Well,
that's
but
terrible
excruciatingly
news,
painfully
but
too. Yeah, we
I-
shouldn't be boiling things alive.
I really don't even really want to eat any lobsters.
Yeah,
Chickens, yeah, I'm on the fence.
Yeah.
with that.
Boycott Red Lobster. That's what we're getting from this.
Yeah, they don't make you good food. They don't care about your body. They're not wanting you to live any longer than maybe this afternoon. Just leave it alone.
Let them go out of business already. You know?
It's a joke. It's like
Yeah.
a Sizzler steakhouse. Like, who even goes there?
No, it's like a steakhouse that kills the cows alive. You know, boils the cows alive. Like,
Okay, so there's this restaurant called Fuddruckers, and I'm sure people have heard of it. They have
Yeah,
them
I've
all
heard
around
of
the
it.
nation. And back in the day, back in the 90s, when you'd go into the Fuddruckers, there was a slaughterhouse. They were butchering meat in this in the window, and you'd go through the line to order your food, and you'd see this person butchering up a hanging piece of meat.
Really?
And they got rid of that pretty quickly. I think there were some complaints, like.
Like, could you imagine like bringing your family to a family restaurant where you all get to pick out the cow you want to eat, and it's just sitting there mooing, and they're like, you know, and you don't have to kill the cow. You know, like, we just want some of the back end of that cow. You know, it'll still survive for a little while, and the next family can pick chunks out of it too. You know,
It would seem like
it's so disgusting.
heavily the amount of
I think
like sedation and chemicals you'd have to use to make that. It just sounds terrible.
No, well, I think if people got to see what they were eating, they would stop doing
They'd
it.
stop doing it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh,
I think
you
that's
want-
what it was.
You can have a steak. You just got to watch me cut its throat.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Right.
yeah, no thanks, dude. I don't want any of that.
Yeah, not
Huh?
live. No, thank you. I
It's
think I'll
the
just-
idea of like hiding the murder from them that makes people like, yeah, out of sight, out of mind. I'll eat the crap
I
out
mean,
of it.
people eat ostriches, and they're pretty cool. They're scary.
You can ride ostriches.
And wouldn't you just be the shit if you showed up to work on an ostrich? No one would fuck with you ever.
Don't they lay eggs all the time, though?
Fuck
You'd
yeah.
have a
They
trail.
lay- they
People
lay
will be able to
big
follow
ass
your trail of
eggs. Yeah.
eggs. I don't know. But anyway, that's it for the article. If you enjoyed it, let us know by giving it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. What do you think? Is Red Lobster garbage? I kind of think so.
Me too.
Yeah. Other than that, check our description for our Patreon link if you want to help us. And thanks for watching.